If you told me a year ago that I would have my very own dream garage, I probably wouldn't have believed you. As a car guy who owns a modified car, I could only wish that one day I could have my own dream garage setup. This garage started as just a place to keep all my car parts, my tools, and had a whole lot of junk. But somehow, deep down, I always knew that there was potential for something better. So come join us on our journey of bringing this garage to life. By the end of this video, you'll see how Vanessa and I redesigned our garage from start to finish. I know there's a ton of great examples of garage builds on Instagram and YouTube. Since this was our first big home project, we did some research to see how other people built their setup.
Like this floor, bike, and a light on top.
Now, we can actually start looking into exactly what we needed for our dream setup. I'm not a mechanic. I'm just an enthusiast who likes working on my cars at home in my free time with the help of friends and some YouTube videos. I'm currently in the middle of supercharging my 370Z Nismo, and with another project car in the way, I started realizing I had a serious problem. My old toolbox was completely overloaded with random tools. Most of them were from countless emergency trips to Harbor Freight. So naturally, I came to the only reasonable conclusion. I needed the biggest Harbor Freight toolbox I could buy. The hardest part wasn't buying the toolbox. It was convincing Vanessa that I actually needed another one. Okay, look. I know what you're probably thinking. Do I really need one? It's probably overkill for a home garage. You could probably get away with a tool cart that's half this size, but I wanted to go above and beyond to make our setup look good. And I can give myself an excuse to buy more tools, right? Luckily, I had my ITC membership, so I had a discount on the roll kit.
How much is it?
Too expensive.
Now we're headed to Home Depot to get all of our paint supplies. The worker at the paint section was super helpful in getting us what we needed to start painting the garage. Since our walls are white, he recommended that we start with gray primer so that the black paint can stick better for a darker look.
Look, there's one.
There isn't.
Yeah, you're grabbing the right things. But you just put it on.
What is the other part?
We ended up using 3 gallons of primer and 4 gallons of black paint for this project. It was about $40 to $50 a bucket. We also bought paintbrushes, pans, rollers, masking tape, plastic sheets, and putty to cover holes in the wall. The total came out to be about $400 for paint supplies. If you're thinking about painting your own garage, I'd say it's pretty affordable. Now it's time to start cleaning the garage. Unfortunately, my car isn't running, so I had to push my car out myself. I'm excited to finish building the Z so I can show you guys what's been done to it. I honestly couldn't believe how much stuff we accumulated in a short time here, and everything that was super unorganized. If building a car taught me anything, it's to keep all your parts and bolts organized or you're never going to remember where it all goes later. Unfortunately, I still didn't learn my lesson because I know I'm definitely going to struggle to find everything again later. We sorted everything we needed for our new setup. Well, almost everything. More on that later. Since we don't have a backyard, we pushed all of our stuff outside in front of the garage. We can't really leave all of our stuff outside overnight, so we aim to finish all of the painting today. Before we start painting, we have to cover up the random holes that were left by the previous owners. I used spackling paste that was recommended by one of the workers at Home Depot. Some of these holes were from shelves that I removed earlier, but I also had to cover up a bunch of random extra holes that the previous owners were too lazy to cover up. I let the paste dry for a few minutes and then sanded them down to the wall. We then started covering up anything that we didn't want to be painted with plastic wrap and masking tape. Prep took us a lot longer than we anticipated, but I knew that the better prep work we did, the less work we would have to spend to go back and fix. By the time we were ready to start painting the primer, it was already about 4 o'clock. Time was ticking. Even with 2 people, we didn't realize how difficult it was to tackle this with less than a day left. We tried to get our friend to come help with no luck. We're painting our garage.
Oh my god, I don't even have my car. I don't want to drive over there.
So we decided to push on. We needed to finish painting everything today because there was no way we had the energy to move everything back inside and then spend another half a day taking everything back out again. Since this was our first time doing a home project like this, we really had no idea what to expect. At first, we weren't planning to paint the ceiling, but once we started rolling the walls, there was no clean way around it, so we decided just to sand it. Honestly, painting the ceiling ended up being one of the best decisions we made. We did 2 coats of primer to make sure we got every surface covered. At this point, it was about 8 o'clock. The sun was down and we barely got started actually painting the garage black now. This took a lot longer than expected. We also didn't want to rush too much, and we really wanted to cover every surface to make sure any white wasn't going to show. If you've noticed by now, our garage isn't shaped like how most other garages are designed. I'm sure the designers knew what they were doing when building this house, but I'm not the biggest fan. But we'll make do with what we have. The ceiling was really tricky because of the way the house is structured, so we really had to get in there in order to get all the surfaces painted. This was probably the most painful exercise, keeping our arms up trying to get the ceiling properly painted. By the time we finished covering every surface, it was 7 a.m. At this point, we were dead tired. I went to grab us some coffee while the walls were drying. We can finally get to doing the floor tiles. These are plastic garage tiles from Vivor, and we got these on Amazon. They came in boxes of 55 each, and each box is about $80. This was the easiest part about the garage. We could finally take a break from the hard labor. All you need is a mallet to snap the pieces together, or you can even just line them up and step on it. Remember earlier when I said we got everything we needed for the garage? Yeah, well, we thought these 3 boxes would be enough to cover the floor, but we were way off.
I feel like we still need like 4 or 5. 3 boxes of the gray and 3 boxes here, so total 6 boxes. It's like girl math, right?
Yeah, I think we need three of each.
Okay, give me your credit card.
Not only were we wrong about the amount of tiles needed for a floor, we realized that every single one of these tiles were sold out. We initially wanted to add red in our design, but the color was entirely discontinued, so we tried to go for a black floor. Unfortunately, black was on backorder on Amazon and on their main website, so we had to order more in gray and wait. Alright, 3 boxes is all we could do. Gotta wait for more. At this point, we were super tired, but we still had all of our stuff sitting outside. We already placed the tiles in the sections of the garage that we wanted to create, so we could at least start setting up while we waited for more to get delivered. We moved all the tools to this side of the wall. The toolboxes lined up next to each other made a huge difference compared to when I had just a tool cart in the back corner. Honestly, I think you can't beat the price and quality of the Harbor Freight toolboxes. I learned this neat trick about the drawers from a post on a Facebook group for those that have the same toolbox. If you look here, there's a latch underneath this handle. It'll lock the drawer otherwise. You can actually take this out. Yeah, like this. So you take it out like this. There you go. You can take it out for all of these. Just take all these out and throw them away. This corner of the garage is where we wanted to display our shoes and clothes collection. I left it up to Vanessa on how to decorate this part of the garage. She got a really good deal on a brand new Repo fridge for $200 on Facebook Marketplace, and we also picked up some shelves from Amazon and IKEA. I went ahead and finished building all of the furniture and shelves. This shelf is for my helmets and riding boots. After we moved everything back inside, we took a big lunch break and a much needed nap. Next up were the lights. Honestly, the garage lighting was awful and I always needed to use additional lights around the garage just to get work done. So we went with these Amazon shop lights. They were about $100 each and we bought 2 to fill in the entire garage. Since we had a big concrete wall dividing the ceiling, we had to get creative on how we were going to set everything up. After a bit of trial and error, we got the lights to our liking. Wait, plug it in. The 2 boxes were just enough to fill up the ceiling and brighten up the space. These lights looked way better than I expected and I'm really happy with how they turned out. Over a week later, we were lucky to be able to order a few more boxes to complete the floor. We finally got all of our packages in to finish the rest of the setup. This one was a special package I saved for last.
No, there's no way.
I want to film you opening this.
What is that?
Open it! Vanessa had spent a lot of time learning how to design a new logo for LuxArt. Since she put in a lot of effort, I wanted to surprise her with a custom sign for our garage.
Oh, that's our sign, huh?
Maybe.
I knew it.
And they wrapped this pretty good.
The logo I designed.
go.
Dang.
I think this will go well with the Nismo sign. Now all that's left is to hang the sign up and bring my 370Z Nismo back inside, but that's easier said than done.
1, 2, 3. Oh, god damn it.
Yes, please. Give me a moment. Thank you. Thank you.
Push. Yeah, there you go, man.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. We finally finished building our dream garage. If you made it this far, thank you for watching.